What if there's a book ancient, revered, yet cast aside that holds secrets the modern world wasn't meant to know? A text that speaks of angels falling from grace, cosmic journeys through the heavens, and a world teetering on the edge of divine judgment. Welcome back to Hidden Mysteries, the Book of Enoch, narrative world stories. Today, we're stepping beyond the familiar pages of the Bible into a realm of forbidden knowledge, where one man's visions unveil a universe stranger and grander than anything we've been taught. The Book of Enoch isn't just a relic, it's a window into a hidden past, a story that challenges everything we think we understand about faith, creation, and the forces that shape our world. So, take a deep breath, because we're about to embark on a journey that will spark your wonder and leave you questioning the boundaries of the known. Our story begins with a name, Enoch, a figure who appears briefly in Genesis 5, described as a man who walked with God and then was no more, for God took him. Unlike others who lived and died, Enoch's departure is mysterious. He doesn't face death, but is lifted into the divine realm. This alone sets him apart, a righteous soul in a world sliding into chaos. But Genesis tells us little else, leaving us hungry for more. That's where the Book of Enoch comes in, a collection of ancient writings attributed to this enigmatic figure, offering a glimpse into his extraordinary experiences. Imagine a man standing beneath an endless sky, his eyes catching glimpses of eternity, his heart heavy with truths too vast for ordinary minds. This book, though not part of the standard Bible, was cherished by early believers, quoted in the New Testament, and preserved in fragments among the sands of time. Its words pull us into a narrative that feels like a bridge between earth and the stars. What is the Book of Enoch? At its core, it's a tapestry of visions, prophecies, and teachings, divided into sections that explore everything from angelic rebellion to the structure of the cosmos. Written centuries before Christ, likely between 300 and 100 BCE, it circulated among Jewish and early Christian communities, shaping their understanding of the spiritual world. Picture a scroll passed from hand to hand, its pages worn, but glowing with stories of divine counsels and forbidden acts. The most famous section, the Book of the Watchers, tells of angels who left their heavenly posts, drawn to the beauty of human women. These watchers, as they're called, taught humanity secrets: how to forge metals, read the stars, even wield powers best left untouched. Their actions birthed the Nephilim, the giants we explored in our last journey, whose existence tipped the world toward ruin. But Enoch's tale doesn't stop there. It stretches upward to the throne of God and outward to the edges of creation. Let's dive into the first story, the fall of the Watchers. Imagine a council of angels, radiant beings tasked with guarding humanity, standing at the edge of heaven. Their leader, often named Azazel or Semyaza, gazes down at the earth, captivated by the lives unfolding below. The Book of Enoch says 200 of them made a pact, swearing to descend and take human wives. Picture their wings folding as they step into mortal form, their light dimming but not fading. They didn't just marry, they shared knowledge that wasn't meant for us. One taught the crafting of swords, another the art of adornment, another the paths of the constellations. At first, this seemed a gift. Humanity flourished, building and dreaming in ways they hadn't before. But the cost was steep. Their children, the Nephilim, grew to vast, their hunger-consuming fields and forests. The earth groaned under their weight, and the Watchers' teachings twisted into tools of ambition and strife. Enoch, our guide, witnessed this unraveling. In his visions, he saw the heavens weep. The book describes how God sent archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael to bind the watchers, chaining them in a prison beneath the earth until the day of judgment. The Nephilim, too, faced their end, though their spirits lingered as restless forces. Picture Enoch standing on a hill, his robes fluttering in the wind as he records these decrees. His role wasn't just to watch, he was a scribe, a messenger, chosen to carry divine words to both angels and men. In one passage, he pleads with the watchers, urging them to seek mercy, but their fate is sealed. This isn't a tale of triumph, but of consequence, a warning etched into the fabric of time. The Watcher's fall didn't just shape the ancient world, it set a precedent for what happens when the sacred crosses forbidden lines. But Enoch's story isn't all about judgment. It soars into the cosmos, painting a universe alive with wonder. In another section, the Book of the Heavenly Luminaries, he travels through the heavens, guided by angels who reveal the workings of the stars, sun, and moon. Imagine him floating among constellations, each star a living entity with a name and purpose. The angels show him the gates through which the sun rises and sets, the paths of the moon's phases, even the storehouses of snow and rain. This isn't astronomy as we know it, is a divine blueprint, a dance of celestial order that governs creation. Enoch's vision feels like a map of eternity, a reminder that the universe isn't chaos, but a symphony conducted by an unseen hand. Why include this? Perhaps to show that even in a world of rebellion, there's harmony waiting to be restored. Then there's the Book of Dreams, where Enoch sees history unfold in symbols. Animals represent nations, lions for empires, sheep for God's people. He witnesses the flood, the rise of Israel, even events stretching toward a distant future. Picture him in a trance, his eyes wide as visions flood his mind. A tower crumbling, a star falling, a shepherd guiding a flock through darkness. These aren't just predictions, they're a story of hope and renewal, promising a time when justice will prevail. The imagery is vivid, almost cinematic, like a dream you can't shake. Early believers saw these dreams as glimpses of God's plan, a thread connecting the past to what's yet to come. For us, they're a puzzle, each symbol a clue to a larger truth. What makes the Book of Enoch so compelling? It's not just its stories, it's its audacity. It dares to ask questions the Bible skirts. What drove angels to rebel? What did Enoch see in his ascent? Why was the world judged so harshly? Picture a scribe in a lamplit cave, stylus scratching parchment, pouring out visions that feel too big for words. The book doesn't shy away from the strange, it embraces it, offering a glimpse into a spiritual realm where angels converse, stars sing, and God's throne pulses with light. Yet, for all its grandeur, it's grounded in a human voice. Enoch's a man caught between two worlds, trusted with secrets he can barely comprehend. Why isn't it in the Bible? That's a mystery of its own. By the time the Jewish and Christian canons were set, centuries after its writing, some saw it as too fantastical. Its tales of angels and giants clashed with emerging doctrines that favored clarity over enigma. Others worried it revealed too much, stirring questions better left unanswered. Picture a council of elders debating its place, their voices rising as they weigh its power against its risks. The Dead Sea Scrolls, found in Qumran, show it was treasured by the Essenes, a Jewish sect who hid their library from invaders. Early Christians, too, held it dear. Jude quotes it directly, and church fathers like Tertullian praised it. But as time passed, it slipped from favor. preserved only in Ethiopia's ancient churches, where it remains sacred today. Let's linger on that Ethiopian connection. The Book of Enoch, known there as one Enoch, survived in the Ge'ez language, carried across deserts by a faith that refused to let it die. Picture a monastery perched on a cliff, monks chanting its words by candlelight. Why Ethiopia? Perhaps because its church, rooted in ancient traditions, resisted the tides that swept other texts away. This preservation feels like a miracle, a thread of light through history's darkness. When European scholars rediscovered it in the 18th century, it was like unearthing a lost world. Suddenly, the Nephilim, the Watchers, and Enoch's visions weren't just footnotes, they were alive again, sparking debates that continue now. What did Enoch see? In one vision, he's led to a throne surrounded by rivers of fire, where a figure radiates like the sun. Angels bow, their voice is a chorus of endless praise. This isn't a distant God, it's a presence that overwhelms, a light that burns away doubt. Enoch trembles, his human heart racing, yet he's lifted higher, shown the tablets of heaven where every deed is written. Picture him gazing at scrolls that hold the fate of nations, his mind struggling to grasp eternity. These moments aren't just spectacle, they're a call to awe, a reminder that the divine is vast beyond our reach. The Book of Enoch doesn't simplify faith. It complicates it, asking us to wrestle with mysteries rather than resolve them. Its influence ripples through time. The New Testament echoes that Peter and Jude speak of angels bound in chains, a nod to Enoch's watchers. Apocalyptic books like Revelation share its vivid imagery: beasts, thrones, cosmic battles. Even outside faith, it shapes stories we tell today. Picture a modern writer crafting tales of fallen beings or cosmic wars, unknowingly drawing from Enoch's well. From Dante's Inferno to fantasy epics, its DNA lingers, a spark that ignites imagination. Scholars pore over it, seeking clues to ancient beliefs, while seekers read it for glimpses of the unseen. It's a text that refuses to stay buried, its voice calling across centuries. But there's a shadow here, too. The book warns of knowledge misused. The Watcher's gifts, metals, stars, beauty weren't evil, but in human hands, they fueled pride and strife. Picture a village glowing with new tools, only to be torn apart by greed. Enoch's visions balance wonder with caution, urging humility in the face of the divine. It's a lesson that resonates now, as we wield powers our ancestors could only dream of. The book doesn't judge, it observes, leaving us to ponder our own path. What would Enoch say if he saw our world? Would he marvel or weep? As we near the end, imagine standing with Enoch atop a mountain, the heavens open above. He sees the past angels falling, giants rising, floods cleansing. He sees the future nations clashing, a kingdom dawning. His words, penned in fire, carry a weight that time can't erode. The Book of Enoch isn't just a story, it's a challenge. It asks us to look beyond the familiar, to question what we've been told, to seek truths hidden in plain sight. It's a map to a world where angels walk, stars speak, and one man's faith holds the cosmos together. So, what do we take from this? The Book of Enoch is a relic, a vision, a mystery that defies easy answers. Was it divine revelation, or the work of dreamers weaving tales under starlit skies? Did Enoch truly see the heavens, or was his story a way to make sense of a chaotic world? Picture those ancient scribes, their hands trembling as they wrote, knowing their words might outlive empires. They gave us a gift to glimpse into the unknown, a spark to light our curiosity. The book lives on in Ethiopia's churches and scholars' debates and the questions we carry. As the scroll closes and the stars fade, we're left with Enoch's legacy, a call to wonder, to seek, to dream. His visions remind us that the universe is vast, the divine is near, and the past holds secrets we're only beginning to touch. What do you think? Does the Book of Enoch open a door to truth, or is it a tale too wild to believe? Share your thoughts below and spread the story if it stirred your soul. The mysteries of Enoch aren't locked in the past, they're alive, waiting for us to find them.